What is going on? It's me. I'm doing the coaching thing again. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I started off with watching this guy, and I felt this is a good opportunity to talk more about Manon, because we love Manon here on this stream here at twitch.tv/NozaParks. You feel me? That being said, let's get started. When it comes to this right here, I do not appreciate you doing this. I get the idea. The idea is to obviously try and snipe the Sandblaster 3000, but that's not going to work. You feel me? With that being said, you press the jab button, which is fine. I don't even mind you pressing stand jab, because technically her stand jab is 4 frames, so it's still the fastest button along with her crouch jab as well. And if you're more alert, you can actually get the stand jab into the quarter circle back light kick. Unfortunately, in this specific case, you went for a crouch jab, which is technically still fine. You get a different route, but with that being said, I need you to follow it up with a special move if you notice you get the hit here. Okay, the next follow-up here is the fact that you got your medium kick here. Your steady medium kick, good. I like the fact that you got it. The situation itself where you pressed it is a little bit situational, because we get the jabs here, and then he whiffed the crouch jab, and then you went for steady medium kick. Okay, see, notice how you have nearly a full gauge of meter here. What I need you to start doing is just drive rush off of it, right? If we realize that we can drive rush off of this situation, I don't see why you shouldn't follow it up. Just follow it up. Okay, you get sweep here, but you back up. Okay, here's the secret to making a command grab look real. That's the best way I could put it. To make a command grab look real, you gotta make it seem like you're really about to hit them with the button for real. But because you walked back, it makes it seem as though, like, okay, you might be walking back out of the situation, and there are very few options you have at that range, so they can be a little bit more comfortable when it comes to going for different options, right? In this case, he probably wasn't thinking that, but this is something that you should keep in mind as a Manon player. Okay, send a medium kick. Ooh. This right here is really important. You want to get out of this rank, you want to get into diamond. You want to get out of this rank and you want to get into diamond. These are 2 things you need to do. You need the anti-air here, and you got to make sure that you continue to anti-air. Okay, you anti-air your way all the way to the top. You feel me? That's literally it. A lot of your opponents are going to try and jump on you. You need to be ready to anti-air this, because if you let anti-airs go, then not only are you losing opportunities to change the tide on them, but it is also putting you in a mixed option. And obviously I know that you guys know that, but the thing is, it's super important for Manon, because we get far and few between moments where we can take advantage of someone's weaknesses. So when we get opportunities, we cannot let them slide. You feel me? So if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you need some help. Lord knows I did at some point. But here's the thing, you want your favorite content creators to come and help you, but let's be real, they're charging like $60 per hour. You don't need that, but when I got you good. Over on this channel, I do free coaching sessions on Tuesdays and on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. EST. So what does that look like? I essentially go over your matches. I give you tools so that you can succeed the next time you open up rank. So once again, join my Discord. Wait till I'm live either on Tuesdays or on Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. EST. Be there or be square. And yeah, I'm not your favorite pro, but I'm available. Those pros are not available. So once again, join the live, get better, and I'll help you improve. Back to the video. Okay, it happens to the best of us. Again, another anti-air. Okay, keep in mind here, unless it's a safe jump, she doesn't get this for free. Okay, because the way he hit you doesn't give him enough frames to do a safe jump. For those who don't know what a safe jump is essentially a jump that A, cannot be anti-aired, and B, you cannot use a invincible reversal of any kind to stop it either, right? That's why it's safe. Okay, this is not a safe jump situation, so we can in fact anti-air this. Okay, double dash, you went for the grab, I'm okay with it. Now you gotta deal with the Sandblaster 3000. He's shooting you. He's shooting his gun. I'll show you the 10-bit to getting around Sandblaster, but I'll tell you what, it ain't spin. Ooh, this is good. That was very good. Very good. Unfortunate. Now, if we had enough life to leverage that decision, then that would have been fine as well, but unfortunately, we didn't have enough life to do so. Ooh, wait. Can we talk about this for a second? Okay. For all, let me be perfectly clear here, okay? For all intents and purposes, this is a terrible decision. With that being said, the reason why this was fire is because he went for a back heavy kick, okay? Now, some may believe that it's because the back heavy kick whiffed, that's why this happened. Incorrect. The reason why this worked is because her EX spin has upper body invul from frames 3 to 26. So what I mean, that means if they hit your upper body while you're doing this action, this spin right here, you go straight through it. That's what you do. Okay, it's cool and it has very niche situations, but with that being said, round start is insane. Okay, when it comes to our Oki situation, what we want to do is we want to drive rush off of this situation, right? If you're uncomfortable with how to drive rush off of this situation, while this animation is going, hold parry. Okay, once the animation seems like it's about to end, continue to tap that forward dash. Okay, you keep tapping forward dash. That way, by the time you actually recover, you get essentially a frame 1 drive rush off of your recovery from this move, and from there you can get started. But starting that way is too risky, right? We want to reduce the amount of risk that we're taking as often as possible. Beautiful. Command grab. Oh no, what did we press? Let's see. Forward, down, forward, DP. This looks like DP. Oh yeah, we fumbled the bag, huh? We got real scrambly. Okay, good anti-air, beautiful anti-air. Now we just pressure him. Okay, after we get our hit here, okay, we don't have enough meter to really be trying to drive rush here because it'll leave us really low. And if they decide to level 2 us, we get cooked. However, what we can do is that we can slightly walk forward, crouching medium kick. Crouching medium kick is a very good button for spacing your opponent. You're spacing you out naturally from your opponent, so it kind of feels like they can press afterwards. If they happen to press afterwards, we can anti-air. So not anti-air them. We can hit them with standing heavy kick pretty ferociously, and then we can make them guess off of the situation. Unfortunately, we went for this option. You're gonna spend meter. Oh no, he doesn't have his perfect. Oh, the Manon life is rough. It is truly rough. So the main things that I want you to start focusing on is how you want to structure when you knock your opponent down. 2, when we round start, we don't want to be using any sort of spins. We kind of want to be patient, see what our opponent is doing, and react as such. If we can do that consistently, you'll get out of this rank free and you'll get around plat 3 without having to anti-air. Once you need to get a little bit higher than that, then you're going to have to start getting your anti-airs very consistently in order to get out. With that being said, let's move on to the next game here. Okay, so now that we're in this second game here, oh, I said not spin, but I didn't mean go into the kicks. You see, notice how we're always starting with an option that's really committal. If it happens to get blocked, every option we've chosen thus far will result in us getting hit. We need to stay away from options that breed unnecessary risk, right? A lot of your gameplay as of right now, from what I've seen, has a lot of risk to it. So if it happens to not work, which your chances of it not working is about 40%, then you're putting yourself in a deficit. You feel me? Okay, that's a good jump. That's a good anti-air. That's a great anti-air, in fact. Beautiful. DP. Not DP. Ooh, why are we missing this? Tell you what, if you feel really pressed about how to go about this, just press back heavy punch, medium DP, medium hit grab. That's it. Back heavy punch, medium hit grab. Keep it simple. Maybe you're thinking about, oh, maybe I should do command grab, whatever we'll do. If it's too much or if the inputs feel a little bit wonky, just go for the easy route, okay? We don't want to waste opportunities that we could have stocks. Because instead of 3, we could have had 4 here. Okay? Off of this situation here, again, this is a situation where you can press crouching medium kick. Okay, the reason why you press crouching medium kick, because it naturally spaces you out from your opponent, and if they happen to try and press something like their crouching medium kick, we can whiff punish it. If they try to jump, we also have room and opportunity to try and punish that as well. Okay, I'll give you the answer to said the Sandblaster 3000, and it's not spin, it is perfect parry. We have a pretty solid answer to it, actually. If we get it correct, then we're in there. Okay. Unfortunate. What did you go for? Why did you commit to this special move here? Okay, I see what happened. You got the first hit, you thought the second hit would hit, and then you confirmed into the rest, which I won't fault you for. That happens sometimes. Okay. Notice how many opportunities he's gotten to hit you just as a result of him jumping off of fake situations. He does not get this jump for free, okay? You gotta make sure that he's not getting away with these jumps, because anytime he gets away with these fake jumps, you're giving him ample opportunity to blow you up. Uh-oh. Okay. Manon, back it up. Manon, back it up. Manon, back it up. Manon, back it up. Oh. We're on the same team, brother. Trust me, I know. That's why I stopped doing it. I'm gonna be honest, I stopped doing it because I'm thinking, oh shoot, I'm a little better player. Okay, I did the thing. I did the anti-air thing. Look, the game's like, look at me. I did the right thing. Okay, he tried to jump at me. I used my anti-air super, and I get blown up. Sickness. I'm sick to my stomach. Okay. Alright, this is a good this I'm okay with. You changed it up. This I'm okay with. You saw him drive rush at you. You did the EX. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. This right there, I'm okay with. You waited, you seen him drive rush at you, then you did the EX. This is perfectly fine. Get a little bit closer. Punish this. So just to note, this is an overhead, but this is also really punishable. So anytime your opponent does this, you can get a command grab off of this situation, okay? You get a punish counter level 4 command grab. It's real good stuff. Okay, another risk that we took here. It didn't work out last time, it did work out this time, but you need to make sure that you're using options that don't put you in such risky situations. Because if you're wrong here, you get full combo punished. Okay. Good anti-air. I love, by the way, can I just say, I love the spacing that you're holding. You're doing a great job of holding space. The only thing is that while you're holding that space, you're not doing anything. So what you need to be doing while you're holding that space is that occasionally take the time to actually try and press something. This would be either standing heavy punch, crouching medium kick, or standing heavy kick. Either one works, and the reason why we want to go for it is because we want to start chipping down at their drive gauge, okay? Because if you're both just standing there, you're not actively chipping at their drive gauge at all. Feel me? Did the right thing. Well, you had the right idea in mind. You don't get this, unfortunately. you have to go for crouching heavy punch. And even then, crouching heavy punch is a little bit dodgy on the situation. Be careful of blocking. So in cases like this where your meter is really low and the only thing they can do is to throw fireballs at you, is that you want to neutral jump these. Okay, so in order to get around this situation here, you will neutral jump the fireballs, and as they're coming at you, they'll either try to drive rush at you, or at a higher level they'll drive rush at you and try to anti-air you for trying to do so. But either way, you want to avoid this situation, because if you're this low, you have to hit the perfect parry, or you just lose, or you just get hit, right? You go into burnout. You want to avoid this as easy as you can by neutral jumping it. Okay, once you neutral jump it, you will have gained enough drive gauge to at least parry normally, and then you avoid that situation altogether. Why didn't you mash here? He's not plus. He is a mash. I would even go for command grab here, to be honest with you. It's not his turn. That's a really committal move. Good. Okay, now we just chill. Yeah, you try to finish the game. Okay, this is a situation. If your opponent does a move like this, where he messes up the input and he does a while rising jump button like he did here. So notice when he went in the air, he was pressing standing medium kick while he was going up, as opposed to when he's going down. If he does it while he's going up, when he lands, he's going to be really punishable. So here, when this happened, you could have gotten a level 5 punish counter command grab. Now what that would do is that would leave him around like here. Now he's getting really scrambly, now he's worried, and now you have a little bit more of an edge to work with. Yes, he may have Sandblaster and EX Sandblaster, but he won't chip you out in time to kill you. But these are the decisions that you have to be thinking about while you're playing. Okay, you can't be committing to this. It's only if you hit it here, you fail to get the follow-up. My goodness. Here you failed to get the follow-up, right? Which is fine. But here you didn't get the hit initially at all, but we still committed to it. So here you want to make sure that you're not committing to this option, even though it may seem that you want to go, my goodness, even though you didn't get it. And then that's GG's. All right, so with that being said, those are the things that I want you to start focusing on. I am going to go over a couple of concepts in the lab just so that you can get used to them, and they will definitely help you. I do think that you have a pretty solid perception on how to anti-air. You are keeping a certain range in the corner, but I think you can also simultaneously press buttons as well. So make sure that we're taking advantage of that. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the lab. Okay, so now that we're in the lab, let's talk about a couple of things. I mentioned the idea of how to deal with someone who is sandblasting you, right? So what we can do is attempt to perfect parry them, and if we're successful, we get the punish here. Like so. We want to make sure that we're punishing them for this decision, right? We want to make sure that we're hurting them, because then they'll start to think twice about going for it. I can't do that. Wait, can I do this? No, that's ugly. Okay. I'm trying to use the parry macro. If you knew where my parry macro is on my hitbox, it's a pretty ugly place to have it. So anyways, this is how you get around it. You may try to do this. It's just like, it's a little bit hard to do, to be honest, especially with everything that's happening in the game. You might find yourself in a difficult situation to try and go for that, but instead this is just a safer option because you're trying to parry it anyway. So how this works is that you'll be trying to parry the sandblasters, and then you'll be buffering if you look at my inputs, I'm just pressing parry into the heavy kick, because if I fail it, I still don't get anything. See how I don't get anything? But if I'm correct, I get the whole hit. So that's what I want you to start doing, okay? You get the whole hit, but if you fail it, you don't get anything. So this is a good way to get around the sandblaster situation. You feel me? So the next thing that I want to go over is like a situation here where you knock them down with this, and then like you kind of hold this range and you didn't do anything. What you can do, okay, is that if your opponent, like let's say your opponent wakes up crouching light punch, right? Oh. Let's say your opponent does crouching light punch, okay? What we can either do is walk forward into standing heavy punch, right? Another option that we can do here is that we can walk forward crouching medium kick. Oh, I definitely did not show that properly. Into crouching medium kick, right? And the reason why we want to go for these options is because we want to pelt away at their drive gauge, right? You see how much we're chipping away at their drive gauge? And the reason why I say you want to start off with crouching medium kick is because your crouching medium kick, it spaces you out naturally from your opponent. Okay, it may not be drive rush cancelable, but it does have a lot of good purpose to it. So let's say our opponent notices that you're gonna try and do something like this, crouching medium punch, a very common option for Luke, right? If you do it, you see it, you punish them. You see what I mean? Then we get the follow-up. Now they have to guess between command grab or throw, or not another option, right? And then we hit them for it. You see what I mean? This is why this option is so good, because it naturally spaces us out from our opponent. If they decide to press nothing, we're still chipping away at their drive gauge. So the reason why chipping away at their drive gauge is so important is because let's say they're at 3 gauge. Now that we've done this, let me actually have it on standard. Now that we've done this, look at the situation now. Now they can't drive rush without having it burn themselves out. Now they have to be more mindful of how they use their meter. You see the difference? Because if we just like chill here like this, they're getting opportunity to get the drive gauge back. But if we're actively chipping away at them, they don't get the opportunity to use it comfortably. And these do a massive amount of chip damage to your gauge. So you want to make sure that you're abusing these options because you want to force them into burnout. Then once they're in burnout, we can abuse this. Okay, when we're in neutral, don't be afraid to throw out a couple Ds. And I guarantee you, a lot of your opponents is not ready for this. A lot of them. Okay? A lot of your opponents are not ready for this. So going for this sometimes is perfectly fine. So what you'll do is that when you're in the neutral like this, right? We'll throw out a couple of these. No more of these. Right? A couple of these. Standing heavy punch. And the reason why is that we want to be able to hurt their drive gauge while simultaneously pushing them back towards the corner. And even if we're in the mid screen, the same thing applies, because if they try to go for a crouching medium punch afterwards, same thing applies. Then we knock them down. Speaking of, the next thing I want to talk about is the knockdown situation. So after you've knocked them down, right? A lot of the time you're going for absolutely nothing. But again, this is your opportunity to either A, go for a button to chip away at their drive gauge like this, or using your standing heavy punch, or your crouching medium kick for the same purpose I mentioned before, right? These are your opportunities to hit their drive gauge. If you want to put them into a little pseudo mix-up, what you can also do is that you can drive rush standing medium punch. Now it's pretty far away and it makes it a little bit difficult to get the follow-up command grab, but with that being said, if they try to wake up crouching light punch, they get hit for it. Like so, and then we put them back in the same situation. You see what I mean? So just because you don't get like the fanciest of Oki, you still want to make them block. You feel me? And I want to also put into note is that where the hit grab leaves you and where the command grab leaves you is different. So while off of the hit grab, you can get drive rush medium punch, right? You can't get the same option off of the command grab. I guess you can, but it's a little bit too far. But what I like to do is that I like to go for drive rush heavy punch. Now the reason why I like going for drive rush heavy punch off of the command grab is because if I'm correct, I pull them into this situation where they have to guess either command grab or jabs, right? And those are the type of situations you want to put yourself in. Also, the very last thing I want to do before I end this video is talk about when you're mashing out of a situation, right? You gotta make sure that you're slowing your jabs enough to a point where you can notice whether it's hitting or not. Okay, a great way to practice this is get to the opponent, close to the opponent, set it on random, and then just press the button there. You don't need them pressing crushing medium punch because they're not gonna do that in real game at gold. Okay, you do that, and then we confirm it. Okay, this is the easiest way to get used to confirming this. Now, if you want to level it up a little bit, you can do crouch jab, stand jab, or crouch jab, stand jab, stand jab. Sorry, like so. Now, the reason why we want to go for this is because if we are correct off the hits, we get slide. We do not get slide off of the low. We get slide off of the stand jab. I know it's a little bit of a silly situation here, but if you go for crouch jab into low, it does not work. But if you go into stand jab into it, you get the combo. Okay, so this is something that you want to keep in mind while you're trying to press out of a situation. All right, those are basically the things that I do want to go over with you. Thank you again for the replay, and thank you guys for watching. And if you're looking for more content, I have a catalog of stuff on my YouTube, so go ahead and check out that playlist. Yeah, you know you want to. That being said, have a good one, y'all. Peace. All right, brother.